you ever looked at a practical, everyday family SUV and thought to yourself, wow, that actually looks like a spaceship ready for launch? Welcome back to Crownline Reviews, everyone. Today we're standing right in the middle of the bustling floor at the 2026 International Motor Show. The lights are blinding, the crowds are buzzing, and right in front of me is a vehicle that is about to completely shake up everything we know about daily driving. This is the fully revealed, highly anticipated 2027 BYD Song Plus. For years, the automotive industry has told us a very specific lie. They told us that if you want a reliable, affordable, and spacious car for your family, you have to settle for something incredibly boring. You have to give up the cool, aggressive styling, the thrilling acceleration, and that premium, high-end feel. But looking at this stunning, futuristic machine sitting under these bright auto show lights, I think those days of compromising are officially over. Grab a snack, get comfortable on the couch, and let us dive deep into what makes this new Song Plus so incredibly special. Before we get completely lost in those sharp new lines and glowing lights, we really have to talk about where this car came from. The BYD Song family has a massive, undeniable legacy in the automotive world. If you look back at the older generations from just a few years ago, they were known globally for being incredibly smart, rational purchases. They gave everyday people access to fantastic battery technology and lots of interior space for a price that made the traditional legacy car companies very, very nervous. But let us be completely honest with each other here. The older models were a little bit safe when it came to their exterior design. They blended right into the grocery store parking lot. You bought one because it was a brilliant choice for your wallet, not necessarily because it made your heart beat faster when you look back at it after parking. This 2027 model changes that entire narrative. BYD clearly listened to the feedback from drivers around the world. They kept the amazing practicality and efficiency that families loved, but they injected a massive, heavy dose of attitude and aggression into the styling. It is a perfect evolution. It fixes the boring bits while keeping the smart bits, proving that a family hauler can actually have a soul. Let us start by taking a really close look at the front of this thing, because it is an absolute showstopper. The paint on this specific show model is this brilliant, crisp, pearlescent white. It is not just a flat white, it has a depth to it that seems to catch and reflect every single light in this convention center. But what really grabs your attention and holds it is the intense contrast. BYD has given this car a massive, aggressive lower front grille area finished in a deep, high-gloss black. If you look closely at that blacked out section, it features this intricate geometric diamond mesh pattern. It looks like something that belongs on a high-end, million-dollar sports car, not a family SUV. And right above that aggressive grille, sitting proudly in the center of the smooth front fascia, is the BYD badge. But it is not just a piece of chrome, it is fully illuminated. It glows with this pure, bright white light that makes the car look incredibly futuristic. Imagine seeing that glowing badge coming up behind you in your rearview mirror at night. Flanking that illuminated logo are the headlights, and they are razor thin. They sweep aggressively back into the front fenders. Inside those sleek housings, you can clearly see three distinct, stacked LED light bars serving as the daytime running lights. It gives the front end a focused, almost angry look, like a predator waiting patiently to pounce. Moving around to the side profile, the sporty athletic theme just keeps building. The wheel arches are framed by thick gloss black cladding that perfectly matches the aggressive side skirts running all the way along the bottom of the doors. This dark lower section plays a visual trick on your eyes. It makes the white body of the car look leaner, lighter, and much more athletic. And we absolutely have to talk about these wheels. They are stunning gloss black alloy wheels with a very complex multi-spoke star design. They look huge, filling up the wheel wells perfectly and giving the car a very planted stance. But the absolute best part, peeking through those dark black spokes, are bright, vibrant red brake calipers. That tiny, deliberate splash of red against the stark black and white color scheme is a classic sports car touch, and it works beautifully on this SUV. You will also notice the flush door handles. They sit completely flat against the bodywork to improve aerodynamics, and they smoothly pop out when you unlock the car. It keeps the side profile incredibly clean and modern. Finally, the entire roof and the window pillars are painted black. This creates a beautiful floating roof effect, making the SUV look much lower and sleeker than it actually is, while still preserving the headroom inside. Now, since we are currently on the crowded show floor, I cannot take you out on the highway for a drive just yet, but I have spent some time sitting inside this cabin, and I need to paint a picture for you. Imagine stepping out of the cold and into a high-end, modern tech lounge. That is exactly what the interior of the 2027 Song Plus feels like. The very first thing that hits you is the massive, crystal-clear touchscreen sitting right in the middle of the dashboard. Just like previous BYD models, it has a fantastic party trick. With the simple touch of a button on the steering wheel, the entire screen physically rotates from a standard horizontal layout to a tall vertical one. It is incredibly cool to watch, but it is also super useful when you want to see a long, detailed map for your navigation route. The materials everywhere your hands naturally rest feel incredibly soft and premium. There are no cheap, scratchy plastics to be found. Seats are wrapped in a soft, perforated material that feels like a gentle hug, and they offer both heating for cold winter mornings and ventilation for hot summer afternoons. At night, the cabin completely transforms. It comes alive with customizable ambient lighting that wraps around the dashboard and flows into the door panels. You can change it to almost any color you can imagine. Whether you want a calming ocean blue after a stressful day at work or an energetic racing red for a fun weekend drive, the car matches your exact mood. Let us talk about the magic hiding under that sculpted white hood and beneath the floorboards. BYD is world famous for their battery technology, specifically their innovative Blade battery system. Without getting too bogged down in the nerdy engineering details, this is a type of battery that is incredibly safe, highly resistant to catching fire, and very durable over many years. For this 2027 Song Plus, their engineers have managed to pack even more energy into the exact same amount of physical space. What does that mean for you? It means you're looking at an estimated driving range that will easily handle your daily commutes, your endless grocery runs, and your long weekend road trips without you ever having to worry about running out of juice. We are expecting well over 300 miles on a single charge for the fully electric version. And when it comes to power, this SUV is absolutely no slouch. Because it uses electric motors, it delivers instant, buttery-smooth acceleration. When you press the accelerator pedal, there's no waiting for a transmission to shift gears or an engine to loudly rev up. It just goes. It pushes you back firmly into your seat with a silent, effortless wave of power that feels a lot like taking off in a modern jet airplane. It is incredibly fun to drive, but it is also very predictable and easy to control for anyone behind the wheel. So what will it actually feel like to drive this beautiful machine out in the real world, away from the auto show lights? Based on the advanced new platform and the significant upgrades BYD has made to the chassis, the driving experience is designed to be the ultimate balance between relaxing comfort and inspiring confidence. The suspension, which are the parts of the car that absorb all the nasty bumps and potholes in the road, has been carefully tuned to make you feel like you're gliding. If you have a sleeping baby in the back seat, you will not have to worry about waking them up when you drive over a rough set of train tracks or a speed bump. But here's the clever part. Because those heavy battery packs are placed very low in the floor of the car, the vehicle's center of gravity is excellent. This means the car feels very planted and stable when you go around sharp corners. It does not lean, sway, or wobble like older, top-heavy SUVs used to do. The steering wheel feels light and effortless when you are trying to park in a tight space at the mall, making it very easy to maneuver. But as you speed up and get on the highway, the steering naturally gets a little heavier and more solid in your hands, giving you a wonderful sense of control, stability, and safety at high speeds. Now I want to take a moment to talk directly to you. Yes, you, the person watching this video right now who might actually be thinking about spending your hard-earned money on this exact car. What is it actually like to live with a vehicle like this day in and day out? The reality of owning the 2027 Song Plus is all about ultimate convenience and drastically lowering your monthly running costs. If you have the ability to install a simple charger at your house, your daily routine will change forever. You simply plug the car in when you get home from work, exactly like you do with your smartphone before bed, and every single morning you wake up with a completely full tank. There's no more standing outside in the freezing cold wind or the pouring rain at a dirty gas station. Furthermore, electric and advanced hybrid vehicles have far fewer moving mechanical parts than traditional gas-powered cars. There's no engine oil to change, there are no spark plugs to replace, and even your brake pads last significantly longer because the electric motors actually help slow the car down, capturing that energy and putting it back into the battery. This means your trips to the mechanic will be incredibly rare, saving you a massive amount of money, time, and stress over the years you own this vehicle. It is a car that respects your time and your wallet. Here at Crownline Reviews, we have a strict rule. We promise to always give you the full, honest, unfiltered picture. No car on earth is absolutely perfect, and the new Song Plus will definitely have a few trade-offs that you need to seriously consider before buying. First, let us talk about that roofline. While that sloping, sporty black roof looks absolutely incredible from the outside and gives the car that sleek profile, it does eat into the rear passenger headroom just a tiny bit. If you regularly have very tall teenagers or adults sitting in the back seat for long journeys, they might find their hair brushing against the ceiling. It is the price you pay for fashion. Second, because the car relies so heavily on that massive, rotating central touchscreen for almost all of its interior controls, it can definitely take some getting used to. If you're someone who strongly prefers physical, tactile buttons and dials for adjusting your air conditioning or changing the radio station, you might find yourself a little frustrated having to tap and swipe through digital menus while you are trying to keep your eyes on the road. It is a modern learning curve, and it is something you should absolutely test out for yourself during a thorough test drive to see if it fits your personal style. So when we put all of this together, who is the 2027 BYD Song Plus really built for? It is built for the modern family who absolutely refuses to compromise. It is for the busy parent who desperately needs the cargo space for bulky strollers, weekly groceries, and muddy sports equipment, but still wants a car that looks aggressive, modern, and genuinely cool when they pull up to the school gates. It is for the daily commuter who wants to completely slash their monthly fuel bills and enjoy a silent, relaxing, stress-free drive to and from the office. Now, if you're looking for a rugged, heavy-duty off-road vehicle to take rock crawling in the mountains on the weekends, this is obviously not the car for you. But if you want a highly stylish, incredibly high-tech, and wonderfully efficient daily driver that makes your life easier, this car needs to be sitting at the very top of your shopping list. BYD has taken a sensible, practical family hauler and successfully turned it into an absolute head-turner that you can be proud to park in your driveway. Thank you so much for joining me on the auto show floor today to explore every inch of this amazing new machine. If you enjoyed this deep dive and found it helpful, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so you never miss an upload, and let me know down in the comments below. Would you choose this crisp white and black color combination with the red brake calipers, or would you go for something a little more colorful? I read every single comment. Until next time, remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. This is Crownline Reviews signing off. Drive safe, everyone.